So, hello, everyone, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be doing the Beauty of Life readings today for the new moon in Taurus. For those of you who missed it, on the community tab, on my Facebook page, and on my MeWe page, I posted the cosmic currency for the energies today. All of those links are in the description if you want to catch them and follow me on those other platforms. These messages today, I'm going to be using a gift that I got from one of my loyal followers. I'm going to be using my new tarot deck. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, as Linnestrider or Linestrider, but I love the deck, and they had sent it to me, and I was super grateful. I was actually guided to use it the other day in the Ascend Warriors group, and I really enjoyed working with the new energy, so I'm going to be using it today. And I'm also going to be using my Rainbow Warrior activation deck. The way that I'm doing these readings is going to be the beauty of the moment, the beauty of what's to come, and the beautiful bridge on how to get there. Okay, and the best energy or guidance that you can focus on to help you through that. So it's going to be that kind of outline. All right, for those of you not familiar with me or the moon events, the secret code name moon events, all of the secret code names are paid for in advance by individuals who get their secret code name sent to their inbox once they pay for their reading. Okay, so they know what secret code name is theirs and what reading is theirs. If you did not get one yourself, but a secret code name pops out at you, is resonating to you, you don't know why, but you're drawn to it, there's probably a message in there for you, right? That's kind of how this works. I do have on my Facebook page now, facebook.com/Divine Rebel Readings. My services tab is completely up to date, and I'm allowing people to book a moon event slot in advance. So if you don't want to miss them, because they sell out really fast, they tend to sell out well within 24 hours. The last several have sold out in a matter of 5 or 6 hours. If you do not want to miss one, then make sure you get a hold of me via Divine Rebel Readings on Facebook or via my email and link up with me so that we can get you situated with a slot in advance. I'm also doing Twin Flame secret code name readings as of now. It was something that happened after this moon event sold out as fast as it did. I was guided to do a Twin Flames one, to do personalized messages for Twin Flames, going over where you are in your energy, what the deal is, where your counterpart is and what their deal is, and then the shared healing between the two of you. Those readings are going to be in between moon event weeks. So it'll be every other week in between moon event weeks. If they're sold out, because I'm only going to be doing them in advance, right? Booking in advance. There's only 6 slots per event for the Twin Flame secret code names. Once all 6 slots sell out, I'll be posting for the event right at the first available date in between moons. If I get 4 or 5 of them sold, then I will be announcing a potential event date to sell the last 2 slots, and we'll have it set up for that date. As of right now, there is one completely sold out for May 18th. And I have another one that has 4 slots sold out of 6 already for the following event. If you want one of the last 2 slots for that event, let me know, because that looks like it's going to be around June 2nd. And if you don't want to miss it and have to wait for the following next one, then make sure you get in touch with me. And again, those are also on the services tab in Divine Rebel Readings on Facebook. All right. If you don't like Facebook, don't use it, and you need that information on, the cost for your secret code name and everything else, you can just shoot me an email, right? That information is also in the description, my email. Also, I have no sugarcoating. If you're new to this channel, I have no filter. I have no sugarcoating. If you've got kids around or just don't appreciate those kinds of readings, I am always very respectful of that. I give you the opportunity to sign off now because I just read how I read, right? I just read how I read. So if that's not your thing, you can sign off now. Otherwise, we are going to be getting into these secret code names. I'm excited. If I'm not paying attention to the comments, forgive me. I am in full-blown channel messages mode. It doesn't mean I don't love them. Doesn't mean I don't appreciate them. I love them wholly and fully with all of myself. I love the comments. I love that people leave me the little thumbs up. And of course, when they subscribe to the channel, that's a beautiful thing. So, getting right into these. The secret code names are St. John's Rose, Pink Hearts, Mystic Crow, Woolly Mammoth, Bumble Bee, Golden Flamingo, Chess Game Massacre, Elephant Medicine, Running with the Wolves, Passing Clouds, Rainbows, and Abrakadabra. All right, those are going to be the secret code names for this live. All of the timestamps will be in the description. So once this is over, I'll go back in. I'll make sure all the timestamps are in there for you so that during the replay, you can just fast forward to whatever secret code name is yours or that you resonated to. Okay? All right. Getting into it. 6:44 is the first timestamp. Okay. St. John's Rose. Spirit, please. What is the beauty of where they are? The beauty of where they will end up. And the beautiful bridge on how to get there. What is coming with this energy? New moons are manifesting moons. What is manifesting? Where is their vibration? Where is it headed? And how are they getting there? Secret code name, St. John's Rose. What's the beauty of where they are? The Emperor. What a place to start. Where are they headed with this Emperor energy? That's a master energy right there. The Five of Pentacles. And where's the bridge? The High Priestess. All right, so listen. Three of Pentacles is on the bottom. The Knight of Cups is on top. Okay. You're in your Divine Emperor energy. Okay, Divine Emperor energy. And a part of you, I'm going to say don't ignore your intuition. Don't ignore your intuition. And I say that because the High Priestess, she's looking down and her eyes are closed. All right, she's looking down and her eyes are closed. Do as you're guided. If you have to force it or make excuses or reasons why you should or shouldn't, then opt for patience. Okay, then opt for patience. Don't choose something because it seems like the lesser of two evils, right? Because of impatience. If one does not completely resonate, that it flows truly, then hold off until it truly does flow with ease from you and your ability to choose it, speak it, do it, whatever. Because the Five of Pentacles is a very empty or misplaced feeling within the self. The Emperor energy is a beautiful energy when it's honed correctly. If it becomes too out of control, I mean, it definitely can be the ego running circles around you, trying to get things done, right? Beyond the flow. It could be a swimming upstream energy. So be aware the energy you're in is really powerful. Use it wisely. Use it wisely. Definitely call in your guides, especially looking up Saint John, because that is his rose, right? John the Baptist. Be aware of your truth, your deeper truth, beyond the surface truth of what you're thinking or feeling. There's a deeper truth beyond the surface thought, or the one that's in the forefront of the mind, right? The Emperor is ruled by Aries energy. It is the sign of the self, and it is a very mentally driven sign. Aries rules the mind, the head specifically. So don't let your head run away with you or feel like you need to take things into your own hands in order to get things done all the time. Because if something needs to get done, you'll be guided to do it. You won't have to force yourself to do it. With the Knight of Cups on top, I think there's a lot of emotional expressions and or gratitude that needs to be felt contractually with the Three of Pentacles on the bottom, specifically for your past, because there's crows present on the card. There's also a fish very present on this Knight of Cups. Be aware of your own Piscean energy in your chart, what house that rules, because that could be specific, even if what you're looking to create is unrelated. Page of Swords is underneath. Don't allow yourself to get petty. It's almost like before you reach the final push, you're going to be met with the challenge, right? Like, have you really learned the lesson? Don't be surprised if the little demon on your shoulder starts to throw a tantrum because you're not listening to it and gets really loud. Because I feel like you already know, like your energy, I feel like your energy is in a certain alignment that you're very self-aware. You're very self-aware about how and what you create. But I feel like the temptation is real and you already know it, to be triggered back into old patterns. So don't let your intuitive guard down, right? Know when you're being challenged and just kind of take a deep breath and recognize it for what it is, right? And just kind of smile to yourself, because you know the universe is just simply throwing you a challenge and you're passing it, you're acing it, right? Be in that mindset when the trigger shows up, that you could just take a deep breath and stay non-reactive, because the Emperor can also be slightly explosive, right? He can be a little explosive when he dips into his more shadowy energy. With the Five of Pentacles being the beauty of where you're going, just know that anything not meant for you is going to be removed, even if it's an environment, because the Five of Pentacles typically shows in traditional tarot someone sitting outside of a building that they are no longer invited to the party, right? Like their energy is not a fit for everybody who's in there. All of those people might be aligned with each other and you might not be aligned with them, but there's a reason for that, and it's because your energy is better suited elsewhere. So if you find yourself in a situation where you are no longer a part of an energetic group of people or an energetic place, right, that you're used to going to, know that it's in your highest good. There's beauty in that being your outcome, right? Because if something is not meant for your highest good, the universe will naturally move you towards what is. You may be sad to see it go, but because you're in your high masculine energy, the universe is working in your favor to create the shifts necessary for that alignment, okay? So be aware, right? Just be aware of that. It's not a bad thing. I just feel like there might be a certain amount of unexpected that comes along with this. Like, you know, and can maybe feel the shift coming, but you have no clue what the actual shift is.
if that makes sense. You can feel it coming and you can feel it's good, but you have no idea what it is. So if you're randomly hit with something in your experience that is definitely changing or altering your course of things, and it's not good, like in your mind, right? In the Emperor's mind, it's not good. This is a way different change. I wasn't expecting this. Be really aware that it is in your highest good. It's not bad, right? It's not bad. It's in alignment. You just don't know how it's in alignment, which is okay, right? The universe is expressing to you that on a soul level, you're elevating out of certain things. And in order to keep you moving forward, certain things kind of have to separate from everything going on, right? In your mind and what you're manifesting. Don't think you didn't manifest it. You did, and it is in your highest good. You just don't understand how yet, right? You just don't understand how yet. What's the guiding energy to help through this? Please, Spirit. That's too many. Okay. What's the guiding energy to help them through this? Please, Spirit. Secret code name, St. John's Rose, and those who would resonate to it. Yeah, like your initial reaction might be to freak out, like, oh my God, am I being punished by the universe? You're not being punished, you're being fucking saved. Okay? You're not being punished, you're being fucking saved. You just don't understand how yet. All right? What is the guidance? Secret code name, St. John's Rose. Card number 20. Is freedom. Card number 20 is freedom. Okay, so here we go. Freedom. Keywords are rebel, choice, awareness, rejoice, movement, enslavement, release. Freedom is a way of life we choose for ourselves or offer to another. World history is littered with instances of enslavement of people or the subjugation of ideas, as well as the stealing away of possibility or the denial of opportunity. Ultimately, however, we are charged with the responsibility of releasing ourselves from the bondage by which we are imprisoned. Attachment is a powerful dynamic we use to learn cooperation with the outer world. Detachment teaches independence of the inner world. True freedom, however, comes from transcending both, embracing a position defined by the complete acceptance of and the total surrender to the circumstances at hand. This spiritual concept may feel a lot like apathy, but in truth, it is the purest form of love and compassion. From what do you need to free yourself? How can you live in freedom? Whatever the universe is doing, this is your divine confirmation that there's nothing wrong with your alignment. In fact, your alignment is of the highest, right? Your masculine energy within the self is of its highest alignment, and therefore it is manifesting exactly what it needs in order to achieve this kind of freedom, right? Freedom in soul, freedom from cycles, freedom from karma, freedom from history, right? Akashic history, that we are slaves to our karma until we wake up. And I think what you're doing is you've woken up. And so now that you're awake, your soul is awake. It's manifesting certain things of a higher vibration that aren't karmic. It's getting rid of all the karmic attachments. It's starting to detach, right? It's having you be independent in your inner world and have that reflect in your outer world. Okay? So, like I said, Spirit's not punishing you, it's saving you. If something's going on that you're blind to, right? The high priestess is blind to, her eyes are closed. She's not looking in that direction or expecting it. If something happens that shifts and you are not expecting it, all you knew was change was coming and it felt good, right? Don't let that truth, that deep truth, shift just because the surface truth is not what you expected and it feels uncomfortable, right? The surface truth is that you feel uncomfortable. The deep truth is you knew something was coming, you knew something was changing and that it was for the better. So don't lose sight of the deeper truth. Spirit loves you. You have a certain contract that you've needed to fulfill. And so I feel like it's definitely wrapping things up and restarting things with a new sense of beginner's mind. Okay? Mind you, your actual tarot cards add up to 11. 4, 2, and 5. And we have the 20. So this is definitely divine justice, ascension energy, a resurrection of the self. Okay, a resurrection of the higher self. You're integrating, okay? You're integrating your higher self into your 3D reality, which is why these shifts are going to start taking place. So the beauty of life readings, all shifts and changes are in your highest good. Don't forget that. All right? So I hope that helps. I hope that helps prepare you, especially if you've recently gone through something surprising in the last few days or will over the course of the next 2 to 4 weeks during this whole, new moon cycle between new moons. Okay? Just be aware if something goes down that you were not anticipating, it's okay. Breathe, be like, Spirit, I don't know why this is in my highest good, but I trust you. I trust that it is, and I'm going to roll with it. I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to try and resist it. I'm going to make the best of whatever situation it is and be solution oriented, right? Solution oriented, because Spirit's removing your shackles, right? Whatever your karmic shackles are, Spirit's removing it. All right. Secret code name, pink hearts. Secret code name, pink hearts. Here we go. Let's put that. Okay. Spirit, please. Secret code name, pink hearts, and those who would resonate to it. Where is the beautiful energy they're in? The beautiful energy they're headed into? And the beautiful bridge helping them get there. Where is the beautiful energy they're in? The beautiful energy of where they're going? And the beautiful bridge on how to get there. Secret code name, pink hearts. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the devil. 6 of Cups on top. We got the Lover's card here. Interesting. All right. Where you are now is the Chariot. The Chariot is a vibration of divine movement, miracles, intervention. Okay. Where you're headed is the Lovers. Where you're headed is the Lovers. So there's a lot moving you forward, and I feel it's really rapid. We have the 10 of Swords and Temperance being in the middle. That's the beautiful bridge. Now, the 10 of Swords is feeling betrayed or backstabbed, right? This energy of ruin. It could be from another. It could be feeling betrayed by the universe because something isn't working out, right? But it's coming out with Temperance, which is the alchemist, right? The energy of the tarot that takes negative or low vibratory elements and mixes them in order to turn them into something of value. With the Six of Cups being on the top of the deck, you're probably involved with a sacred soulmate that if you were to stay in this alignment with them, it would actually be binding, which is why the Devil is on the bottom, right? They're a sacred soulmate. You probably have known them in past lives, may have been married to them in past lives, may have been sisters in past lives. Like, you take it how it resonates for you. But there's definitely this huge momentous shift in two people moving in different directions, okay? Because the horses here are looking in two different directions. The lovers here, there's a looking in two different directions. You and the soulmate are looking at each other, but even the Devil card has two different directions. The two people are in two different directions. Possibly dealing with a water sign or someone with significantly strong water in their chart, because the King of Cups is on bottom and the Seven of Swords is under that. With the Three of Swords under that. Listen, whoever you're dealing with emotionally that you might be connected to, I think you're lying to yourself thinking they're possibly your one, or if it's not romantic, thinking they're your bestie until death do you part kind of thing, like you're going to grow old and be best friends until you die energy. I think a part of you might even want to believe that truth, but that a part of you intrinsically knows when you say that out loud or think that thought that something's off, right? That what you're feeling is actually something off. You might be banking on this person almost like an energetic crutch. Almost like an energetic crutch. And they might have been a huge support for you in a past life, and you them, which is why you have such a sacred, deep connection now, right, with the Six of Cups. I think you know how much you care about this person. But I think if you continue down this path, right, you're not meant to relive your past life. You're meant to live this new lifetime. I think that there's a certain amount of ending coming along with this connection in order to get you back in alignment with someone you're truly meant to be with, because the Lover's card trumps the Six of Cups. It trumps the Six of Cups. So whoever your sacred soulmate is, God bless them. I'm sure you have a lot of love for them, but they're in your way this lifetime. Like, whatever lesson you're meant to learn with them will be learned, and you will move forward. You can't stay karmically bound or attached to them. I'm almost surprised the Tower's not here. Just don't be surprised if you feel betrayed. Whoever they are, think about the mirror of things. Whoever they are, that someone would betray you. In the mirror, staying in alignment with them and not moving forward would have been a betrayal to the self. Believing that your way forward was with them, you would be lying to yourself and betraying yourself. So if they betray you in order to sever this for this lifetime, be thankful they're doing you a favor, because for whatever reason you were leaning on their energy and they needed to walk away so that you could stand in your own energy and manifest from your own energy, your own divine duality within the self, for what's actually meant for you. it's a blessing, right? Because this is the beauty of life. The beauty of life in this reading is that whatever's not meant for you is not meant for you, and what is meant for you is. You can't lose anything. You can only gain. You can only gain gratitude from the loss, because for whatever reason you weren't able to bring yourself to do it on your own. And so spirit, right, divine intervention is going to be stepping in and ending something. All right. It could be work related with the devil. It really could, especially if you work with a sacred soulmate. There's a reason why the universe is ending it, so that you're not in close proximity and or connection to this person, because it would have taken you down the wrong path. Because the devil can sometimes be business or money related, so work related. So just be aware, if something ends and you lose something, it's because the universe is trying to replace it with better, right? The universe is trying to replace it with better. Something definitely of higher alignment. Something definitely of higher alignment. What's the guidance, spirit, please? The energy or vibration that would aid them across this bridge. This tempering of ruin, right? Like I said, the universe is not against you. It's working with you, for you, in your highest good at all times. Don't lose sight of that truth. What is the guidance energy, spirit? Secret code name, Pink Hearts. That's too many. Cards 51 and 40. So we have multiple sixes, right? We have the Lovers, which is a 6, the Six of Cups, which is a 6, the Devil, which is a 15, which breaks down to a 6, and the 51, which is a 6. And we have the 40. Okay. All right. What's card number 51? $51 is water, right? And I was talking about that King of Cups underneath, that water energy. So listen. Keywords are adapt, emotion, endurance, fortitude, expression, and continual movement. Water is the most powerful of the 5 sacred elements. It can be slowed for a time, but never stopped. Eventually, it will wear down even the tallest of mountains. It has few enemies and will adapt its ways with fire to become steam. If water is in your cards today, you're being asked to stay with the program and don't give up. Water may not be able to see every obstacle in advance, but it relishes the opportunity to be fully what it is, flexible. This is the time to embrace all your quirky, unique ways and surrender to the magic that occurs when they are used synergistically in all you do. Be flexible. If the universe needs to get you through a fucking mountain, it will, right? Be adaptable. Know that whatever this is, like, don't give up. Don't give in to the idea of ruin. Look at it from the perspective of gain rather than loss, because if something is being removed, it is literally making space for what's coming in. Sacral chakra, card number 40. Keywords, again, emotions, delusion, creativity, strain, filter, extraordinary effort, and passion. Emotions and sexual energy are our biggest teachers. Learning the subtlety of their power and using it in love and wisdom is the flow of your current evolution. Any intense energy we experience, such as love, anger, or grief, is the carrier of a new message from your spirit to your body. Recognize that what might appear to be negative is really a positive message in its most obscure form. When you focus on the message, the lighter the experience comes. This is your opportunity to challenge the meaning of the things you feel. If you feel sad, does it mean something bad is happening? Not necessarily. When we express emotion, it changes the brain and it clears the way for new energy and a deeper understanding to enter. Listen, if you do end up taking on some kind of loss with this new moon, then you really have to understand what a beautiful blessing it is that it was removed. Especially if you are in an attachment to someone or a sexual connection with someone, because the devil can definitely also be sexual connection and sexual cords, right? That we create sacral cords to people and get our emotions wrapped up in toxic people because of physical connection, right? A physical exchange of energy. If you're involved with the wrong person, spirit is stepping in to help you get rid of them so that they are no longer connected to your energy. You have better things coming. You have a better person coming. Someone who is a true lover and not just someone where it's physical, like a physical chemistry or connection only. Something deeper, like soul deep, is coming in, and you can't be with this surface person that's going to have your emotions all wrapped up in them just because you're involved with them physically or want to be, right? Or want to be if you're not. Something better's coming in. Don't get upset. Universe is doing you a favor. Universe is doing you a favor. And that is the beauty of life, right? The universe works in our favor all the time, whether we realize it or not. We get sad because that's just simply an egoic response to not getting what we think we want. But what we think we want in our egoic mind and what our soul actually wants and its heart, right, and its spirit can be two completely different things. And the universe is keeping you aligned with your soul and heart's desires and not your egoic desires. Okay? So be grateful. Be grateful that the divine is keeping you on path because you met a temptation that would stray you from your path, right? Whatever's being removed. Okay, I hope that helps. I hope that is mentally preparing, because if that shit goes down, you'll already fucking know, and you can be like, you know what, Spirit, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because you don't need whoever or whatever that is. Like I said, it's almost like an energetic crutch. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need the validation. You don't need any of that from them. The approval, you don't need any of it from them. You definitely don't need to define your worth off of them, right? Secret code name, Mystic Crow. Secret code name, Mystic Crow. Here we go. Spirit, please. What is the beauty of where they are? The beauty of where they're going. And the beautiful bridge helping them get there. What is the beauty of where they are? The beauty of where they're headed. And the beautiful bridge helping them get there. Oh, the Six of Cups. Secret code name Mystic Crow. Where are they going? That's where they are. Where are they going? Nine of Pentacles, Three of Cups. What's the bridge? The Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. Top of the deck is the Ace of Wands. All right, listen, because this is what I'm getting. You have a sacred soulmate in your life. Someone you feel like you've known from forever, from past lives. You feel soul connection with them. Probably had a certain amount of soul recognition, right? Feels like you've known him forever. Where you're heading, because this goes from a dual energy, a pair, to a single with the Nine of Pentacles. And the Three of Cups, which is kind of like a party. Especially on this card, they're literally all wearing party hats. Really, your secret code name is Mystic Crow, and the crows are on your card on the bridge on how to get there. You might actually look at this person like they're yours because of this Queen of Cups. They might be your whole world because that's underneath. Or you might put in a lot of effort with them, give a lot to them. Six of Pentacles is under that. To make it work. But if you feel on some level almost like you're a third wheel, or like you're trying to fit somewhere you don't necessarily belong, there's a reason for that. You might have felt the spark or soul recognition with this person because they were a sacred soulmate in past lives. But you might literally be repeating karma with them where you were attracted to them in a past life and weren't able to obtain it because they weren't meant for you. And a part of your soul might still be trying to obtain something that's not meant for it. Like whatever it is, I don't feel like you have to put in so much effort in order to have something work out the way you want. There might be a certain amount of even scorpionic energy in your chart that's being triggered between the Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups, because this Queen of Cups is definitely possessive. You could see how she's looking at that fish inside the jar, like that's mine, it's my fish. Scorpionic energy is on the World card underneath. It's a fixed sign. I feel like something needs to come more natural. I don't feel like this person is negative. I do feel like they care about you and want you to be happy, genuinely. But I think that the only reason why you're really connected is because you've had positive past lives together, but it's more of a learning curve, a karmic contract, that you're here to help each other on to the next step, but not necessarily be each other's next step. I do definitely feel like you feel a little out of place. Or the connection itself seems a little, like, even though it seems like it flows, it doesn't, right? It's this weird kind of wonky energy within the connection that I'm picking up on. Because I feel like you care a lot about them too, but there's not, like, even though your souls recognize each other, and you might be very protective of each other, right? In the regards that you both want each other to be happy, you might be very protective of each other in that way. Like, you wouldn't want anybody to hurt them, and they wouldn't want anybody to hurt you. I feel like there's a certain amount of spark that's in question there. And if there is a certain amount of spark in question there, and this person is actually meant for you, and I'm picking up on your own indecisiveness or your own doubt, then you have to find the creative spark within your own individual self in order to light the actual connection. I feel like you two would be, or are, confidants with each other. I think there's an intrinsic trust that your souls have with each other. Like, neither one of you would meddle in the other person's life, because both of you, I feel like, truly wish each other happiness. I think Spirit's guiding you. And I think that there's steps that need to be taken within the self, creating joy within the self. Because the thing is, you can't actually obtain joy from each other if the joy is not obtained within the self first. Someone has to get creative, or allow their heart to be creative. Whatever way you were thinking about putting effort in moving forward, I feel like Spirit's telling you there is a better way, or a more creative way, a more energetically aligned way. It might be the slower path moving forward, but it's the path where you wouldn't have to defend yourself or feel like you need to flee or run away at any point. Have a lot of this 369 vibration. Because you're moving towards a place to inner joy. from being with someone to inner joy. Card number 6. Guidance, card number 6, ancestors, right? We were talking about the crows being, they're symbols of ancestors. So here we go. Keywords are history, culture, DNA, transformation, spiritual family, habits, and tradition. Over the millennia, billions of human beings and other creatures have lived on planet Earth and have left their legacy, whether it be through DNA, transformative events, traditions, or spirit. Understanding what came before you will assist in your current situation, either to clarify what traditions may need to be retired, or to point to the strengths and support you are now endowed with through your ancestral line. Respecting your elders and honoring what came before you isn't condoning the erroneous ways of the past. It is embracing the teachings and wisdom they leave behind. Know that your spiritual family surrounds you with love, strength, support, and innovative resolutions to all your life's challenges, right? That creative solution. I think you need to learn from history. Especially if you had a parent or grandparent who sacrificed their joy or their dreams for another they felt intrinsically connected to in soul. Like, this would be a lesson that if you truly want to come into union with whoever this is, you have to break that ancestral line, that karma, like learning from history, because there was a certain amount of unresolved sadness that came along with them not fulfilling their own personal journey or creating their own personal joy that was separate from whoever their partner was. And I think whoever your partner is knows this, like a part of them doesn't want you to sacrifice your life or happiness for them. They might have even said that out loud. Like, they don't want to feel like you're going to lose out on something by being with them. Because I feel like they might be really intuitive or tuned into this vibration of what the actual contract and the healing is, whether they're consciously aware of it or not. I think they know that you're going through a lesson that heals this ancestral karma or this ancestral pattern. This quote-unquote tradition of sacrificing joy within the self in order to be with someone that you love and care about, who you feel is meant for you. Like, this is the reminder that you can have both, but you can't give up one for the other. You have to achieve one to have the other. And it's focusing on you being able to create it within yourself first. Being able to achieve joy on your own without them. Joy on your own without them, so that you can create more joy, right? And manifest them back into the experience, because I do feel like they do bring a certain amount of joy. But there is this feeling of something being disconnected or something wonky in the energy, and that's why, like, this person, whoever they are, cares about you so much in soul that intuitively they know they can't allow you to give up on whatever this healing is. The joy you create from within yourself that's separate from them. Like, I think that you guys understand there's a certain amount of joy shared between you. But I think this achieving of joy within the self is important to this lifetime. Keep an eye out for feathers. If you're seeing feathers, because that might be a synchronicity for you to remind you of this message and help you refocus on your own individual journey. your own purpose here, right? Your own creative energy that needs to be focused on. Know that if you're seeing feathers, that you're being guided back to yourself. Like, you're not going to lose this person. I don't feel like they're going anywhere as far as love and support for you. But I definitely feel like there's a certain step that needs to be taken for the self first. Okay. So I hope that helps, because this new moon manifesting is going to give you all of the tools or opportunities you need to do this. So I would get really excited and motivated that you understand what the universe is doing, right? And what the actual healing is, so that you can master it and get your reward. Because I do feel like this is going to circle right back around. It's impressive to the soul to witness someone find their authentic light and shine in it. It's admirable and very attractive to be able to find yourself and create your own joy, to witness it, whoever this person is, this sacred person in your life. I think it's beautiful for them to finally witness you come into your own and feel like you've lived, that they wouldn't actually be robbing you of an experience to create joy within yourself. I think they'd be more willing to stay in a union state if they knew that you were fulfilled within yourself beyond them first. Okay? So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. This is the beauty of life. We are given opportunities to shine in all ways, and what is meant for us doesn't go anywhere, right? Okay. Secret code name. Woolly Mammoth. Secret code name. Woolly Mammoth. Spirit, please. For secret code name Woolly Mammoth and those who would be drawn to it or resonate to the secret code name. What is the beauty of where they are? The beauty of where they're going, and the beautiful bridge on how you're getting them there. Secret code name, Woolly Mammoth. Where is the beauty of where they are? Three of Pentacles. With the Chariot, where are they going? Where's the beauty of where they're going? Eight of Swords and the Lovers. What's the bridge? What's the beautiful bridge? Eight of Cups. Page of Wands on the bottom. Ace of Cups on top. All right, where you are, you might be considering moving with the Three of Pentacles and the Chariot, or renewing a lease. Just because the Three of Pentacles is contracts and the Chariot is movement, could also be a new car, needing a new vehicle.
but I think there's a certain amount of contract change involved in this energy. A 3D change that needs to come about, that the divine is working on, because it's putting you in this divine discomfort with the 8 of Cups, like something's not enough. Something is less than what you're worth or deserve. And it's moving you to the 8 of Swords and the Lovers, which is a choice, right? The Lovers is initially the choice card. Originally choice card. But you might be in knots about it in your mind and feel like you can't choose. I think the universe is forcing you into a position where you have to choose, because I think it's trying to overflow love energy to you with this Ace of Cups. I think it's pushing you to reinvent yourself with the Page of Wands underneath. Pushing you to find the power of like your inner dragon. That ancient wisdom that has a wealth of not just actual physical wealth, but knowledge. I think the universe is moving you towards more. I think you're dealing with being divinely discomforted because you're being put into the awareness that you deserve more or you deserve better, truly. But you might be having a hard time actually seeing your worth. I think the universe has initiated something that is simultaneously ending and beginning something. Because abundance, I think you know you're meant to be moving towards some kind of abundance. But you have to choose it for yourself. So if you're in divine discomfort, it's because the universe is pressing you to make this choice. That you would choose what you're worth, that you would choose what you're deserving of, and that it's more than what you are already bound to. I definitely feel like something needs to upgrade. The universe is pushing you towards an upgrade. An upgrade you have to choose. Something that better represents you and who you are and what you've achieved. Something that increases your inner value and reflects in your outer value, right? A mindset that you've increased your inner value, and so it's manifesting as an increase in what's outer of value. It's mirroring in that way. Like if you got a beat up car, but you really do deserve a brand new fucking car, and you deserve to be driving around in a brand new car, and other people witness you in a brand new car like you're doing good for yourself, it's because you fucking are. You know what I mean? You don't deserve to be driving around in an old beat up car kind of thing. You should be driving around in a nice car. You deserve it. It's reflective.
feel like something needs to be new. It could be your wardrobe. It could be a lot of things. But the universe is pushing you to upgrade so that your outer representation of self more matches your inner growth and representation of self. What's the guidance, please, Spirit, with this bridge, this divine discomfort? What energy would best serve them across the bridge? Six. The Ancestors card. We just had this. I'm hearing not settling. Like you can create it yourself. Don't think you can't create more, that your resources are limited, or that your income is limited, or that you're bound or restricted in your finances. Whatever it is, it's playing a huge role. History, culture, DNA, transformation, spiritual family, habits, and tradition. Over the millennia, billions of human beings and other creatures have lived on planet Earth and have left their legacy, whether it be through DNA, transformative events, traditions, or spirit. Understanding what came before you will assist in your current situation, either to clarify what traditions may need to be retired, or to point to the strengths and support you are endowed with through your ancestral line. Respecting your elders and honoring what came before you isn't condoning the erroneous ways of the past. It is embracing the teachings and wisdom they leave behind. Know that your spiritual family surrounds you with love, strength, support, and innovative resolutions to all your life's challenges. Especially if you've had like a grandmother that has passed away. I think that somebody, especially like your angels up there, they want more for you than they ever had. And they're supporting you in that. Ancestors, right? These cards just came out for the last reading. You might want to watch it. Something's pushing you forward. You have a lot of power backing you, behind you, but it's a matter of choice, right? It's a matter of choice. It's about getting out of your own mental knots and breaking a pattern. This moon's going to help you manifest, right? The beauty of life. This moon's going to help you manifest the beauty of life. It's helping you break a pattern, an ancestral pattern. Like you deserve so much more. Whatever it is, go for it. Like don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to reinvent and redefine yourself more successful than you could have imagined, or that more successful than you've already achieved. There's more. There's more. I'm hearing it like over and over and over again in my head. There's so much more. So I hope this helps. I hope this helps propel you in understanding what you deserve. Like your soul family is with you, as above and so below. Like you have nothing to be afraid of. You need a fucking upgrade? Go get your upgrade. Go get your upgrade. Whatever your upgrade is. bring it into form. Tell yourself you damn deserve it and bring it into form, because it's a better representation of you. It's something that when you're in it, you're going to feel so much more yourself. Whether it's a car or clothes or home or whatever, you're going to feel more yourself in it. All right. Secret code name, Bumble Bee. Secret code name, Bumble Bee. And those who would resonate to the secret code name or be drawn to this message. Secret code name, Bumble Bee, Spirit, please. The beauty of life. Where is the beauty they're at now, the beauty of where they're going, and the beautiful bridge on how you're getting them there. The Ace of Cups is where you are. You are in the overflow of love, or you're overflowing love. Gratitude. I'm hearing gratitude. You've got an overflow. Where are they going? Where's the beautiful place they're going with this Ace of Cups that they're in? I feel like there's a willingness to help, like the gratitude you're feeling, the immense gratitude you're feeling. The Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles can represent a home. It could represent a dream situation, an ideal situation, a mastery of the reality. A dream come true. A happy and abundant life. What's the bridge, please, Spirit? What's the bridge? How are you getting them from the Ace of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles? Soulfire, the King of Wands, mastery of will, Devil on the bottom, Four of Swords on top. We have multiple lions on the card and a cat. We have a lion on the Four of Swords, a lion on the King of Wands, and a cat on the Ace of Cups. Highly intuitive. Underlying issue is maybe you feel restricted. Almost like you want to tell someone, but you're not. Because this cat, if you look closely, I don't know how well you could see it in the camera, but it's almost like they're itching to say something and they're keeping their mouth shut. And the lion in this card, he has his paws covering his mouth. I think you want to roar with gratitude with or for someone. And you want to help, but you're not necessarily saying anything, which the King of Wands, that lion energy, has to start looking forward, has to be willing to speak up about the dream, vision that you're holding, and not feel bound like you can't speak, or that the idea will be shot down before it has a chance to grow, because I think whatever it is you're feeling is actually a really good idea. Because your soul, I feel like your soul is being pulled to it. I feel like your soul is being pulled to it. Bumble Bee is about the sweetness of life. It's about teamwork and communication, because bees, they communicate very clearly everything in order for the hive to run. I really do feel like you're willing to put in the effort and put in the work towards whatever it is in order to achieve the dream. There's a balancing of energies. There's literally a man, a woman, and 3 dogs on the card. 3 loyals, I just heard. Someone who manifests a lot, someone who loves a lot and supports a lot, and then 3 loyals. So, and they create the happy family, they create the happy home, or they create the dream reality, right? The manifester, the support of the manifester, and those that are loyal to them. They create the happy reality or the stable experience, the dream vibration. I think you're afraid. Don't feel like a burden if you're a blessing. Like, you're the overflow energy. You're the overflow of love and gratitude energy. And that's a really powerful manifestation tool. You want to give back. And it's driving you in will to create it. Don't be afraid and feel like you have to retreat or stay silent. Find peace with what you're intuitively picking up on, that you're desiring to create, because ultimately what it's going to create is something that would be comparative metaphorically to the dream, right? The dream reality. The foundation's super solid. I'm hearing it again. Don't feel like the burden if you're the blessing. What's the guidance spirit, please? The energy to help them through this bridge. This King of Wands. Mastery of will and soul fire energy. That's too many. What's the energetic bridge? Secret code name Bumble Bee. I'm taking that one. Card number 27. Heart chakra. I'm telling you, this overflow of love that you have, this Ace of Cups, tune into your heart chakra. Compassion, love, fullness, emptiness, generosity, eternity, and adoration. The heart is at the crossroads between our human body and the Creator. The first organ to manifest in a human embryo is the heart, from which the tongue grows. Every word we speak or kiss we give is an expression of our divine power in the physical world, and it is wise to treat it as such. Really give your heart a voice. Expanding your view of the current experience or situation to a more heartful place can have a profound impact on the timing and expediency needed to transform what's inside or outside of you. Crying tears of truth releases what no longer suits you, creating a space for what is now needed. You are eternally adored, every part, always. You need to give your heart a voice. Whatever it is you're feeling, this big lion's heart that you have, this overflow that you have, compassion, love, adoration, don't be afraid to voice it. I feel like it's the next step. Like you and whoever you need to voice this to, whatever this is, that you've been keeping quiet on, this heart idea that you have, I feel like you need to trust it. And I feel like whoever you would voice it to on some level, they know they trust it when they hear the words, right? Because it's coming from the heart space, the divine heart space that's connected to our oneness, that brings things into form. It's worth it. It puts you in the dream energy, the dream manifest energy. I'm literally seeing this vibration of reason to celebrate. Like it's a beautiful choice. Like they'll trust your heart when you do. And I think you being able to express this, whatever this is you being able to trust yourself, because you're bringing it out of your mind and out of your heart and into the reality, right? Speaking it from your heart into form. You have a lot of love and gratitude to overflow. And I think someone's going to absolutely reap the reward and or blessing of all of the love you have to give for them. All of the appreciation you have. Like something is becoming more permanent. The beauty of life, something has to become more permanent. And you need to express it. The only thing holding you back is doubt. Voice from your heart. I hope that helps. Because this is a powerful new moon, and it's literally like manifesting the beauty of life. That's what's coming from all of this energy. Trust. Trust. I hope that helps. Your heart's in the right alignment. Your heart is in the right alignment. You can trust it. All right, secret code name. The Golden Flamingo. Secret code name, the Golden Flamingo. All right. Spirit, please. Golden Flamingo and those who would resonate to or be drawn to this message. Where is the beauty? What is the beauty of where they are? The beauty of where they're going? And the bridge on how to get there. And the bridge on how to get there. Where is the beauty of where they are? What is the beauty of where they are? Golden Flamingo. King of Cups. Where's the beauty of where they're going? What's the beauty of where they're going? The Six of Cups. What's the bridge? How are they getting there? The Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. Something is significant about striped animals. Because we have the lemurs here, I believe they're lemurs, with the striped tail, and we have a tiger here, and it's literally the tail is what's standing out. The Fool is on the bottom. The Knight of Cups is on the top. King of Cups is someone very emotionally mature. They're not childish when it comes to their emotions and the expression of them. They take expressing their emotions very seriously. It's the vibration that you're in. You take the expression of your emotions very seriously. You think about what the heck you're saying before you say it. You know what I mean? Your heart's not something you just wear on your sleeve. Very emotionally mature energy that you're in. Where you're heading is the Six of Cups, which is the sacred soulmate. Someone your soul recognizes. Someone you know you feel compatible with. Or you know there's an inherent connection there between you. The Ten of Pentacles and the Empress is the bridge in between. You've got to create this dream reality. With the Knight of Cups being on top and the Fool being on bottom, you might actually want to extend an invitation. I know that might sound crazy to you, but you might actually want to extend an invitation to someone. To possibly come over for dinner or something. Like taking a risk with the Fool. I think inherently you might know or sense that you need to take a risk or a leap of faith on something because you're feeling the connection. I think what you're not aware of is that they're feeling it too. I think you know you have this shadow kind of monkey on your shoulder from your past that you're looking at like it's time to let it go. I think you know that it's time to move forward. Ten of Pentacles, I'm feeling very much as your home. Letting that shadow of that self, that past self go and taking a leap on something. Because you feel it. The King of Cups is extremely intuitive. It's ruled by Pisces. It's deeply intuitive. I think you feel the soul connection with someone. They may be hesitant for whatever reason to extend an invitation to you, which is why it's coming out in your reading that you would need to extend the invitation to them.
because I think they feel that soul connection with you, just like you feel it with them. I wouldn't be discouraged if for whatever reason the plans have to be rescheduled for like a divine time. Like I wouldn't give up on it just because it fails once. I would continue to offer. Like if someone's too busy one night or they can't for whatever reason, like don't be afraid to follow up and be like, hey, so I was thinking about doing this on X night, you know what I mean? Or would you be free then? Like continue to let whoever this is that you're feeling this connection with know that you're not doubting what you're feeling connection wise. This isn't about a huge display of emotions or I care about you or everything like that, because the King of Cups, like I said, is emotionally mature. It's almost emotionally secretive. It's keeping the emotions under wraps, but knowing that they're deep and acting accordingly. Allow yourself and that masculine energy to receive. That you would choose it, right? That you would choose to acknowledge the soul connection that you feel. And extend a sincere invitation. Again, the fish on the card, Piscean energy. I think you and this person would naturally flow in each other's company if you don't already. There's a certain amount of childlike wonder almost, a curiosity. Like when you make that eye contact, you're curious. And I think if there's anything holding either of you back or both of you back, it's because there's a past shadow that keeps it from forming and someone has to take the initiative. And that this is your reading, I'm definitely feeling like the initiative needs to come from you because I feel like they're equally nervous. I feel like they're nervous about being rejected. Something's telling me you have to take initiative. What's the guidance, Spirit, please, to help them across this bridge? I wouldn't call it chasing someone either. I would call it pursuit. Like you're pursuing a connection that you feel intrinsically or intuitively in soul. Like you feel it. And you're pursuing that, the acknowledgement of that energy. Card number 9. Child. Like I said, that innocent wonder, right? Card number 9 is child. Innocence, openness, folly, beginning, growth, playfulness. We might be under the illusion that children are born a blank slate. The truth is, we all enter this world with imprints and soul memories. Childhood is the process of bringing to life this information in a new way, rediscovering what your spirit knows with a new perspective, wisdom, or inspiration offers you the opportunity to reclaim and transform your soul in the present. What about your current situation can be viewed with a new lens? Where have you been naive? Where have you given an undeserved benefit of the doubt without doing your research? The process of forgiveness and becoming neutral begins with opening your heart to complete understanding from all vantage points. I think that
if this person, if you've been hoping that they would initiate, and you've been giving them the benefit of the doubt, right? That you've been giving them the benefit of the doubt that they haven't. Where can you shift your perspective and that maybe, just maybe, this person is afraid of getting hurt because they feel this connection with you? That you would be able to bring an innocent, open beginning, right? That you would allow whatever this, what feels like a really strong past life friendship, allowing it to grow. Because I do feel like there's definitely this innocent wonder about the connection where when you look into each other's eyes or you make eye contact, there's definitely a certain amount of, I understand you. You know what I mean? Like, I understand you. Allow it to flow from there. Feel comfortable with it. Keep it light. Like, this isn't about getting the emotions involved. This is about letting the joy and the play and the lightness of it be what it is. The forward without fear. Because children are truly fearless. We're taught fear, but we're truly fearless. We believe we can do anything. And it's fun. You know what I mean? It's fun to try and give it a shot. To visualize the success. Reclaim that childlike wonder in yourself. That I can do anything mentality. And have fun with it. That's the guidance. And if you have a child, I'm being told you don't have to worry about them with whatever this is. Because if it clicks and flows with you and it's natural for you and it brings back that sense of innocent wonder with you, it can only be a positive for your child or your children. I think it would just as equally click. I feel like it just makes sense. It'll just start making sense. Take a leap of faith. Yeah, the Two of Cups is under that. Take a leap of faith on this person. I think your joy is bound to happen from it. I wouldn't be afraid. I wouldn't be afraid of loss. I would trust them too. If you have a child, I would trust them too. If they have an opinion. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. You're going to master your mind. The King of Swords just flipped up. Master your mind. See things from the bigger perspective. Because to be completely fair, even if it didn't, let's say, work out long run, it doesn't mean it's still not the complete blessing that it is right now, right? Or that it would be should you move into it. There's something to gain from the experience wholeheartedly. Welcome the perspective in. Welcome the higher perspective in. All right. Secret code name. Chess game massacre. All right. Now, when I got the visual for this secret code name, it literally looked like a chessboard with a bunch of pieces and something just coming in and blowing the pieces off the board. Like taking so many of the players off the board, like and out of the way. And I was really curious about this code name for that reason, because it was definitely something, it wasn't a person, you know what I mean? It was almost like a comet, you know what I mean, coming in. Four of Swords just flew out. I'm not done shuffling, but Four of Swords just flew out. Something about rest and peace. And I think that's exactly maybe what this is. Like, there's maybe too many players or too many energies on the board. And so Spirit is blowing all the energies out, you know what I mean? So that it's much more simple. Energetically speaking, even if the game is still complex. There's just less energies to deal with. So Spirit, please. What is the beauty of where they are, the beauty of where they're going, and the beautiful bridge that's helping them get there? Secret code name, chess game massacre. What is the beauty of where they are? What is the beauty of where they are? The Knight of Cups. Where is the beauty of where they're going? Where is the beauty of where they're going? The Ten of Pentacles. Well, that's making an appearance with these readings, isn't it? What's the bridge? What's the beautiful bridge to help them get there? What's the bridge? Queen of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Nine of Cups. The Empress is on the bottom. The Page of Cups is on the top. Okay. Right off the bat, I feel the movement with the Knight and the Page of Cups. I feel the movement. I also feel a hesitation with the movement, with the Devil in the middle. And it might have to do with kids, right? Between the Page and the Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles is holding a rabbit kind of like a child in her arms. You may have separated from someone where there were kids involved, and maybe a part of you is actually having a hard time moving forward because you never got to explain yourself or apologize to the children for why you're not around. Like in this picture, the Nine of Cups, the cat ate the bird. Whoever the Empress is, especially because the tiger's there, that's where the two cats are syncing up on the cards. You might have been denied the opportunity to sing your song, right, as the bird, to communicate that. There's a certain amount of knowing that you'll be able to apologize or explain yourself in divine time. It's no reason to actually hold yourself back from shooting for a dream, possibly a new home or a shift in environment. It's almost like this fear of almost like a fear that children wouldn't know that you love them or care about them. Because I feel like you know you're moving forward. Someone's demons, right? This Queen of Pentacles, Empress energy. Because the Queen of Pentacles is like a pre-Empress card. She's protective of her children. And yet her demons got the better of her. Like, you have to understand, if you didn't get your chance to say goodbye to children or express your love to children, that's not on you. That's on the Empress. The fact that it manifested in your reality, it could be you needing to apologize or reconcile with your inner child. That on some level you've abandoned your inner child, which is why you're not moving forward towards your dream. If that's the case, I'm getting images of like postcards or letters or little packages, like little things sent in the mail. Almost like letting them know you're going on a journey and you were thinking of them, and that you're sorry you didn't get a chance to say goodbye, but that you were thinking of them because they matter to you. Letting them know like you'll write again at some point in your journey. Catch them up on all the things that you're getting to experience. Because the Knight's an expression of love in some way, right? And there's a lot of different ways love is defined. Consideration, compassion, caring, acknowledgement, truth. It's almost like this cat looks so satisfied with itself that it ate the bird. But it wasn't right. They're denying their own soul song. A part of you is going to have to forgive it not being perfect, because you can't control other people. But you definitely have other people controlling what you can or cannot do, what you're capable of or not capable of doing, right, to a certain extent. Something about postcards because they're short and sweet. Something to show you consider them, so that they don't feel like you turned your back on them. Because I think that's the big thing. You don't want them to feel like you turned your back on them, or that you forgot about them, or that they didn't matter to you when they obviously did, especially because they're showing up in your reading. You're moving towards the dream reality, and that's a step on it. I think that might be a huge deal for the Empress because she's so protective of her children. She doesn't realize that she's possibly overprotective and taking away a person that actually cares about them. Right? Take this how it resonates. And so it's almost like you taking an initiative or a step towards letting the children know you care about them, which this Empress, this Queen, will witness. Especially if you're consistent, right? Not overbearing, but consistent. That you wouldn't ever want them to feel like you forgot about them, like they don't matter when they matter a lot to you. Card number 45 is the guidance. Synergy is the card. All right, so here we go. Keywords are harmony, divine relationship, cooperation, joy, power, group dynamics, and patience. Synergy is the divine cooperative relationship between two or more beings, energies, or substances whose combined effect is far greater than any one of them alone. Synergy can be received as obvious or unseen help from sources known or unknown. Welcoming synergy into your life today acknowledges a higher standard of self-confidence, support, and resources which are now yours. Your willingness to move out of hibernation or isolation at this time will make a huge impact on all things in your life. Learning how to work in group dynamics is a skill set that must be practiced. Patience, perseverance, and cooperation, right? That consistency are the key dynamics at work right now in the current situation. How can you make peace? One strand of thread holds tight, two strands bind securely, but three strands working together fasten like no other and cannot be easily broken. Think about that. I know, because I know whose secret code name this is, I know how much that hit home. I know how much that hit home. You're working as a team with these children for whoever this Empress energy is, this Queen of Pentacles energy is dealing with her demons. Letting the fears eat up her soul song. The universe just gave you away. The universe just gave you away to the dream. You do your thing, you go on your journey, and you make sure that whatever kids are involved know that you genuinely fucking care, because you do. That's the whole reason why you're holding back still. They need to know that no matter where you are, no matter what, that you care about them and that you didn't forget about them because they're important to you. And that you're not at peace with the fact that they feel like they, or could feel like they're forgotten or don't matter. That doesn't resonate with you, which is why you've been having maybe a hard time actually taking the final step. Patience, perseverance, and cooperation are the key dynamics at work. That's you reclaiming your power. Like the Empress might be eating the bird and swallowing her soul song, but you're not. And you're not going to do something you're not at peace with. If you're going to do something, it's because you're at peace with it. It makes you feel good to do that. It's important to you. And I think that when you realize what's important to you is also very important to this Empress, that it's all going to start clicking into place. Because I think these children will love you for your support of them, your consideration and love of them, just like they'll love you and support you the same way with whatever this block is. Your love is genuine and they matter. And they matter. And I think that's going to be the defining difference between you and everybody else. They matter. And I think at the end of the day, the Empress, her children matter so much to her that she wants them to matter so much to another. And maybe she's looking for them to matter, right? And she might be struggling to find it, which is why you feel so guided to not leave them feeling that way, right? It's a part of the journey. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Like you might be going from the cat's experience in the moment the way you would prefer, the Empress. But that doesn't mean she's going to swallow you up whole and take you out of everything that matters to you. You're still a friend and soul to her and you care about her kids. You know what I mean? You're not going to allow the suffering she puts herself under to ripple to her children. Unbeknownst to her, right? It would be something she's completely unconscious of. All right. Secret code name. Elephant medicine. Secret codename elephant medicine. And those who would resonate with this codename. An elephant never forgets. An elephant never forgets. Never forgets the way. They never forget the way. All right. Secret codename elephant medicine. Spirit, please, for those who are also drawn to this codename, what is the beauty in where they are? What is the beauty of where they are? Where they're going and the bridge to get there. King of Wands. Where's the beauty of where they're going? Where's the beauty of where they're going? Where are they headed? That's too many. Where's the beauty of where they're headed? King of Pentacles. King of Wands moving into the King of Pentacles. What's the bridge to get there? Transformation. Death. The Empress is on the bottom. The Page of Pentacles is on top. All right. Where you're at is a mastery of soul fire and willpower. Serious determination. Very alpha energy with this reading. And you're transforming will into manifestation, right? Because death is transformation. So you're taking willpower and transforming it into manifestation, mastery, manifesting. You've got this opportunity. With the Page of Pentacles. I'm getting this vibration of being aware of the fact that you might be sharing the fruits of your labor with someone who's either very immature or monkey-minded because you're an adult. I think you're offering an opportunity. I feel like you're the bigger person. You're sharing something with someone who doesn't understand the kindness that you would show them because you're regal in nature. We have the Empress here. Even the Page of Pentacles is wearing a very regal cape. She's exuding a certain amount of vulnerability and class. Sharing with this monkey-minded person. Someone who hasn't been looking at you or in your direction or giving you the credence or clout that you're deserving of. It's almost like extending an olive branch. Like being the bigger person and extending an olive branch that they would not expect. And all of a sudden, they don't feel like you're a threat to them or a joke to you. That you would be mature about it. And you're transforming huge because of it. In your Divine Empress energy, ready to receive, intuitively knowing what you deserve to receive and what you want in the dream. Huge transformation. That you would lay something to rest between you and this monkey-minded person. Monkey-minded in that they play games. Literally like a trained monkey that tries to karmic tricks. Low tricks. Low vibration. That you would take your high vibration and bring it into an opportunity to have this monkey mind on your side instead. That instead of working against you or stealing from you or playing games with you, that they would actually have your back. That they would actually support you in your Empress role. especially if there's kids involved, because the Page of Pentacles can sometimes represent children. The monkey could also be someone like a child who's easily manipulated. Especially if they're dealing with a monkey-minded person. It's almost like getting them on your side. That you would treat them like your own. That you're not the enemy, right? Because this Page of Pentacles, the page on the card is holding a golden fruit, and there's a monkey at the bottom of the card also holding a fruit. And in the Empress card here, the monkey is on her shoulder instead. They're friends. The star is under that. It's deeply healing. You are willing and determined to manifest something. There's wisdom here with the owl. Like if you are dealing with a monkey-minded person, because I do feel like you're dealing with an adult who's of a monkey mind, who's tricky and plays games, and might have the children playing games, being tricky. I feel like you see from the higher perspective. It's like you already see what is going on. And there's a certain amount of will in you that wants to shift that reality. Sharing the fruits of your labor. Gifts. Nourishing gifts, right? Gifts that nourish the soul or ease the mind and heart about things. You already know. What's the guidance spirit for this transformation? What energy is on the bridge? $22. That's a master number. That's master builder. Card number 22. Great Mother is the card. Card number 22. It says, keywords are source, foundation, secure, sustain, balance, generosity, and unconditional love. Great Mother is the life force that sustains us all. Her ecosystem is the greatest teacher regarding the interconnectedness of all things and the impact they have on one another without fail. Earth Mother, Mother Earth, doesn't pick and choose who she supports with all her resources. Therefore, her ability to safeguard her own existence and rebalance what humans made uneven is relentless and can appear unmerciful. Are you giving generously from your supply of resources? Are you pushing others' boundaries to the point where radical steps are needed to achieve equity? Receiving this card heralds a time when balance is paramount. Recognize the cost of people, places, and the things in your life and your cost to them. This is increasing your worth. Like if you have multiple children or something like that involved in your situation, maybe some of them are yours, maybe some of them aren't. It's about treating them all the same, like they're all your own. right? Being generous to them all the same, considering them all the same, loving them all the same, and returning whatever is imbalanced with this monkey-minded adult who would try and play these games, that you would continue to love and be generous and secure the balance that you desire, right? That you would be able to manifest exactly what it is that you're looking to manifest, because your will is so strong and you're going to see it. You're going to see it so. Because if you treat other children, other people's children, as if they're equal to your own, that their value is equal to you, that your love is equal for them, they will also share equal love with you and equal value of you. You want to manifest something and master it in your experience. Equal love is the way. Because I feel like this monkey-minded person will have no other option but to call you friend, because whoever you are giving to equally, they're not going to buy into the games anymore. Like, they're going to go from the monkey sitting on the ground who's separate from you to the monkey sitting on your shoulder because you're the empress. It's going to heal things. It's going to heal the confusion. Reinvent yourself as the great mother. The beauty of life is that you can. Like, this is about planting seeds and watching them grow. And using love to do it, right? Using love to do it. Unconditional love, that you would love them unconditionally like your own. That nothing would stop or halt how you love them. Especially some lowly monkey-minded person, right? That's like whoever that adult, that monkey-minded adult is, would weaponize their kids against you, and it's almost like taking the lion and getting it to roll over on its belly because it likes your belly scratches instead. You know what I mean? It's like they go to send the lion to roar and cause whatever mayhem and disruption, and yet when the lion gets to where you are, all it wants to do is roll over and get belly rubs. It's that kind of energy. Like, you're gonna love whoever it is, and a loyalty develops there. Like, you can squash any chances of someone trying to manipulate your experience for the worse into something beautiful with loving energy. Truth. Like, they want to play fears games. Okay, well, you can play love's games. Love goes by a different set of rules. It's called unconditional. And it always wins. It always wins. All right. I hope that helps. Secret code name. Running with the wolves. Secret code name, running with the wolves. Spirit, please. For secret codename Running with the Wolves and those who would be drawn to or resonate to this message. What is the beauty of where they are? The beauty of where they're going, and the beautiful bridge that helps them get there. Where is the beauty? What is the beauty of where they are? The Page of Pentacles. Where's the beauty? What is the beauty in where they're going? And what's the bridge? What's the beautiful bridge to help them get there? Bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. Top of the deck is the Hermit. Hermit is someone who has learned from life's lessons on the dark path and shines their light in the darkness to light the way. Often alone, they're a sage in their own right. There's a bear on the card. It's like protective energy. Strength. The Page of Wands on the bottom is a certain amount of reinvention of the self into a different level of wisdom, right? Ancient wisdom going from the bear to the dragon. The dragon on the card, right? To reinvent yourself or your energy to embody the ancient wisdom of the dragon. Dragon has seen many, many lifetimes, many different generations, many different periods of time, and has learned a vast amount of knowledge over the course of them. You're acting like a beacon. I think you're acting like a beacon. The Page of Pentacles, where you are, is generous and opportunity. Generously offering opportunity for those to grow. The Nine of Wands with the Three of Cups being the bridge. I think Spirit knows it has been a trial for you to maintain joy through all of this. Feeling very beaten, like you're on your last leg with certain things when it comes to joy and the creation of it. Almost like it's overdue. I feel like this is just a matter of patience, because the end result is the Emperor, the divine masculine energy clarified by Judgment, the Four of Wands, which is a twin flame card, and the Sun. There's also a lot of children symbolism here with the Sun, because the Sun card is intrinsically about children. There's rabbits on this card and rabbits on this one as well, and they represent symbolically fertility. The Judgment card is also the resurrection of the family. There's the removal of the mask coming up on the card, because this angel's wearing a mask and it's literally being lifted. The mask is being lifted. I think the light's about to start shining. Like, here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, I said, it's all right. I think you're doing as you're guided here. I think you're doing as you're guided here. I think you're evolving within your own knowledge of the self and experience. And just when you think that you really can't take any more. This party of 3 becomes a party of 4. Literally. If you've been keeping fresh flowers in the home, do that, because there's flowers present on each of these. Remind yourself, right, to continuously renew the beauty around you, the life and the freshness around you. You're moving into master creator energy. And I'm hearing without even trying, because you're just doing as you're guided. You're doing what feels right to your soul. You're in touch with your own ancient wisdom, right? From lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes ago. You're very much clued in. You're aware. You're aware. It's almost like being a lone wolf for the longest time and not knowing how much longer you can go on as a lone wolf, and having the opportunity to rejoin the pack. Or vice versa, if someone else has felt like a lone wolf for a long time, that they would be given the opportunity to rejoin the pack. Because the Judgment card is definitely the resurrection of something. It's the angel that sounds the trumpet of rebirth. And it's coming with the Emperor card. Your ability to do, right, masculine energy, your ability to do as you're guided, what feels right for you in the long-term vision, especially regarding children, because we have 2 pages here too. You're transferring ancient wisdom and ancient healing to them. You've put in a lot of effort for a long time and haven't seen results in the victories at hand. The victories at hand. I think someone's going to recognize what's truly fulfilling, including yourself. Like, you're going to recognize what's truly fulfilling for you, to be able to give generously. Opportunity is something that feels really right and good for you to do. And I think you choosing to continue giving as you're guided is a huge key factor in your mastery of your own masculine energy, your own championing of it. And that in and of itself is what starts to bring back whatever connection this is, right? The 4 of Wands. I'm literally hearing it over and over, like the resurrection of a family situation. Where the Emperor is definitely present. In you, and therefore in another, right? That it would manifest in the outer experience when you've resurrected your own masculine energy within, and what you choose to do, it manifests as your masculine in the outer. Really, I'm hearing when you least expect it. What is the guidance spirit helping them across this bridge? This 9 of Wands, 3 of Cups energy. Card number 20. We have 20 with Judgment and 20 here. Card number 20 is freedom. So it says keywords: rebel, choice, awareness, rejoice, movement, enslavement, and release. Freedom is a way of life we choose for ourselves or offer to another. World history is littered with instances of enslavement of people or the subjugation of ideas, as well as the stealing away of possibility or the denial of opportunity. Ultimately, however, we are charged with the responsibility of releasing ourselves from the bondage by which we are imprisoned. Attachment is a powerful dynamic we use to learn cooperation with the outer world. Detachment teaches independence of the inner world. True freedom, however, comes from transcending both. Embracing a position defined by the complete acceptance of and total surrender to the circumstances at hand. The spiritual concept may feel a lot like apathy, but in truth, it is the purest form of love and compassion. From what do you need to free yourself, and how can you live in freedom? Mastering the balance of attachment and detachment. Knowing you're attached to the outer world, but that you must detach in order to achieve the independence in the inner world. Surrender. Continue to do as you're guided and give whatever opportunities as you're guided. Continue to give as you're guided. Continue to give as you're guided. Really, I hope that helps. Because I think what you're doing naturally, Spirit's reaffirming it. Giving and doing as you're guided and giving as you're guided feels good. It manifests more good. So if you can continue to feel good giving, right, as you're guided, it's going to end up creating this opportunity, right, with this outcome situation. Continue to give as you're guided. Because it feels good. It feels good. Don't stop that, right? Don't stop that or question when you're called in soul to give, right? I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Okay, moving on. Secret code name. Passing clouds. Secret code name, passing clouds. Oh. I hope that didn't disturb anything. Okay. We're gonna continue. Secret code name, passing clouds. Okay. Secret code name, passing clouds. Spirit, please. What is the beauty in where they are? The beauty in where they're going. And the beautiful bridge on how they're getting there. Secret code name, passing clouds. And those who would resonate to it or be drawn to this message. What is the beauty in where they are? King of Wands. Beauty in where they're going. Six of Wands. What's the bridge on how they're getting there? What is the beautiful bridge on how they're getting there? The Hierophant, the Page of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. The Tower on the bottom. And the Nine of Cups on top. You're getting a victory. No doubt about that. You're extremely motivated with the King of Wands right now. But I feel like the Tower moment, right? I feel like you almost have to give something up in order to get it. Something needs to be let go of. There's some type of feeling, almost feeling like you've robbed someone else in order to claim your victory. The wish being granted, right? With the Nine of Cups, the cat has eaten the bird out the cage. The cat got its wish. It ate the bird, but it was at the expense of the bird, right? Seven of Swords is about thievery or deceit. This Page of Cups is someone who's walking away. They're back turned and they're in shadow. But the Hierophant is here. This has something to do with Akashic history. And that truth is the key to understanding why this is. I don't think you feel bad about your victory at all, to be fair. But I think it's this moment where you realize you have to do something in order to achieve another, and someone else isn't going to like it. Tower moment. Temperance energy. The Moon. In order to alchemize childhood wounds. The Nine of Swords. The Ten of Swords. You might have serious fears about betrayal and why you've been betrayed in the past. And this is helping you understand that sometimes on a really high level, right? Soul history, Akashic level, there's a place, there's a reason why. There's a reason why. We don't know what it is in this lifetime. But when people are guided or forced to betray another for their own gain, and they don't feel bad about it. Yeah, it sucks to be the person on the betrayed end, as you're well aware. But what you're not aware is on the betrayer's end, there's also a reason why they betray. There's a victory at hand that they don't feel guilty about receiving. And so it's almost like you're being put in a position where you can understand or sympathize with the people who've betrayed you, and maybe that you can forgive them. Because sometimes people are just put in a situation where they have to betray others, not because they really want to, but because the victory outweighs the loss. And this has to do with the soul lessons that we are responsible for learning in this lifetime, and the balancing of Akashic history and scales. That you could understand People don't betray because they're soulless or dead inside, or they don't care at all. They don't betray for that reason. They betray because they see a victory that's within their grasp, and they can't for the life of them let that victory go, no matter the cost. Because the victory is more valuable than the loss. For them, right? For them in their journey and their life lessons. It's important for them. Now, you could look at this and say, you know what? I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to betray another. There must be another way to achieve my victory. But if that's what's written for you to learn so that you can forgive and move forward, it's a part of the lessons. You have to alchemize this and heal this and turn past situations that were painful into something valuable. You have to give it understanding and have some compassion and forgiveness. You know, it's not like anybody ever really wanted to hurt you or see you hurt. It's just they couldn't put your pain above their own. And that if they didn't achieve the victory and they didn't get what they felt was owed to them or deserved to them or what they earned, it would have hurt them. It was either hurt you or hurt themselves. And people will never choose consciously to hurt themselves and take a loss on a victory that they've been trying to manifest, right? Because this is will. This is determination to manifest from soul fire. If someone was determined and willing to manifest something from a place of desire, of wanting it, right? Soul drive, of wanting to achieve it, why would they say, well, my dream is right there? It's literally right there. And this person's feelings are the deciding factor whether or not I want to hurt them or not, because I know they're going to be hurt by my choice if I take it, if I go for it, if I claim it, right? Whatever the victory is. I know this person's going to be hurt, but God damn it, like they'll have to get over it, right? They're going to have to get over it. Like, you're not going to lose whatever this victory is because you've been so determined to manifest it just because someone else's feelings might get hurt. Like, they're going to have to get over it. They're going to have to learn this same lesson. Like, if you want what you want, you can sympathize with people. You can understand it's going to be painful for them. And there's nothing you could do that wouldn't make it hurt. You can apologize. You can do whatever you want to do. It's not going to take the fact away that they feel betrayed. Or like something was stolen from them. Like maybe they wanted the victory too, but it was either you or them. And it's like, dude, if one of us has to die, it ain't gonna be me. You know what I mean? Like, if one of us has to get hurt, I don't want it to be me. It's like, who drew the short straw? You know what I mean? Like, everybody picked a straw. It was all fair. Someone drew the short straw. It is what it is. It just is what it is. You've got a victory in your grasp. Don't be afraid to claim it. You choose. You choose when you succeed. Out there doesn't choose when you succeed. out there does not choose when you succeed. You choose when you succeed. Passing clouds, like clouds are symbolic, right, of stormy weather or confusion or conflict. This will pass. Whatever this confusion is, whatever these clouds are, it will pass. Like, you need to do what's right by you. You can't be afraid of hurting someone's feelings because you're moving in a different direction or taking an opportunity because this is your opportunity. This is your win, right? This is your win. You've been driven, you've been motivated, you've been determined. It's right there in front of you and you've got to take it. And if this person feels some type of way, that's on them because they don't understand how important it was for you to achieve this, and that they're feeling some type of way about it was literally something you could not worry about. If they would stand in between you and your victory, shame on them. Why would they put themselves in that vibration where they wouldn't be happy for you instead? Why would they take it personal or be hurt by the fact that you were presented such a fucking win and took it and now you're successful? If they're not happy for you, that's the lesson they're going to need to learn. They're going to need to learn that lesson. To be happy for the gain that others have. Even that someone would surpass them. You know what I mean? Like, to be humble and grateful for their own achievements. But if it's someone's destiny to move beyond them, then that's their destiny and they need to learn to be happy for people. They need to learn to be happy for the success of others. Especially when it grows to surpass them. I hope that makes sense to you. Like, you've earned a win. You've earned a triumph. You've earned a victory. You can't feel like you're hurting someone else's feelings by taking it. What's the guidance, please, Spirit, with this bridge energy? I'm also hearing like you can't be, like, you can sing someone's praises, but not to your own discredit. You know what I mean? Like, you can be grateful for someone for getting you to where you were, that you were able to surpass them, but don't give them credit for where you are and what you've achieved of your own merit, your own hard work and determination. Like, own your victory. You fucking worked your ass off for something. Card number 10. Crown chakra. Card number 10 is crown chakra. So here we go. Inspiration, access point, elevation, opportunity, and bliss link are the key words. The more information you have in any situation can be the difference between joy and grief, being alone or lonely, power or force, and knowledge or wisdom. You're being asked to reserve action and carefully evaluate your judgment right now. Things are not exactly as they seem, and an expanded awareness is necessary. At any point within an experience or situation, you can stop and take a moment for yourself to be mindful of what you're feeling and access your inner wisdom. Take time to visualize the outcome you want. asking your expanded self if it's the absolute best outcome for you at this time. And then notice your emotions and your body's response to it. Do you feel conflicted? If so, focus on resolving that as the next step. And if not, what is there to resolve? If you really feel some type of way about hurting them that you wouldn't want to, then there must be a better way to achieve your victory. But if you don't feel conflicted or guilty about it, that when you think about your win, you're visualizing the outcome that you want. It says, notice your emotions and your body's response to it. When you visualize saying yes to whatever this victory is, does your body itself actually feel like, almost like your heart chakra is spinning? Like it's guiding you to a yes? Or do you feel the restriction? Do you feel the pullback? Do you feel the hesitancy, and your body is, in your inner guidance is saying, no, not yet, not this way? Is the reward worth the cost? Is there a way to rectify the cost or reconcile the cost to where it's not as expensive of a cost, right? Is there a way? To give credit where due, but not subdue yourself doing it. I think whatever this victory is, I'm really feeling like you earned it. And if a part of you is afraid of betrayal but doesn't actually feel like it's betraying anybody, then you've got to listen to what you feel. You don't actually feel like you're betraying anybody, which means you're not. You might think you are, but you're not. This is your wish granted. Take that as it resonates and think on it. Think on what feels right for you. That your soul can say yes to it easily. Because it should come easily. If there's resistance there, then there's some tweaking involved, right? That needs to take place. It should flow really easy. If it's not in flow, then then you're resisting and going against the alignment in some which way, shape, or form. So however this resonates with you, call in your angels, call in your higher self, call in whatever you need to aid you in your decision making. Because if it feels right to go for this, then there has to be a way to go for this and rectify whatever loss is being perceived, right? Every storm passes. You might know they might be hurt in the moment, but at the end of the day, they understand, and you're going to take care of them, or think about them, or not take away the work that they've put in or invested in you. Like, there's a way. This too shall pass. The clouds, the storm will pass. They're not permanent. They're not permanent. If you didn't do anything worth being hated over, they can't hate you forever then. You know what I mean? You didn't actually do anything that warrants it. So it's just temporary. Someone might be getting triggered, right? Someone might be getting triggered by your success, but that's on them, and that too shall pass. That has nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with you. You've created your reality as much as anybody else that helped you get there. And you're going to keep creating your reality. You know what I mean? You're going to keep growing. I don't feel like anybody's supposed to be holding you back.
Likewise, you shouldn't be holding yourself back for anybody. Like, afraid of hurting someone is still fear state. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, especially when everything in you tells you to take the win. You don't know what the history is. You don't know what the lessons are for them. All you have to know is, if it feels right for you to take the win, take the fucking win. That's what feels right. Take the fucking win. Know that you're being used as a divine catalyst for someone else's healing. Whatever their healing is. You don't not love them. You don't not care about them. You don't not wish them nothing but the best happiness and health and everything else in the world. You know what I mean? But you ain't gonna sacrifice your win for it. You fucking earned it. All right. Secret code name Rainbows. Secret code name Rainbows. Secret code name Rainbows. Spirit, please. What is the beauty and where they are? The beauty and where they're going. And the beauty and the bridge on how they're getting there. What is the beauty and where they are? What is the beauty and where they are? Knight of Wands in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. Where are they going? Where are they going? That's too many, but I'm going to keep the Queen of Pentacles. With the Five of Pentacles. Clarify, ooh, the bridge. The Empress. The Queen of Cups. And the King of Cups. With the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords. We got a lot of people. And the Ten of Cups on top. The lovebirds. The lovebirds. I automatically, with the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands in the reverse, hold a withholding of passionate energy. Like chemical, spiritual passion. Controlling it or keeping it under. We got the Empress here with the Queen and King of Cups. There might be a certain shadow lingering on you, monkey mind, that there's a certain amount of scorpionic energy here that is possessive or the only one. That might have come up because maybe the King of Cups was very slow moving. So if you feel like you're holding back passion, I feel like you may need to have that conversation with yourself about where you've been cut. Because this Knight of Swords
It's black and white, but the horse is, and the image is like almost like smeared with almost like that blood red crimson color. Knowing that you had to walk away. Because you were hurt or at a loss and needed a break, right? There's a certain amount of energy that's still kind of lingering under the surface. This has to heal because you're the queen of pentacles here at the end, and it comes out with the 5 of pentacles. So if you don't know your value, that maybe you are the only one and you are the queen to the king of cups, you could find yourself feeling misplaced in the energy. Like everybody else is involved out there together, right? Or in the building, right? They're all involved in this celebration party, communion of people, sharing of energy, sharing of experience, and you're not involved in the sharing of the experience. You might find yourself alone outside of everything else that's going on in life. Which would revert you back to this energy. If you're afraid of being or not being the only one, because your emotions are really deep, it cut you, right? The past cut, it hurt. The King of Cups may have been slow coming around. He may have kept his emotions under wraps. How deeply he actually feels for you as his Queen of Cups, like you're the Empress. Divine feminine energy. You have to know that you manifest all of your creations. I feel like this is a heads up. Like you're in the 10 of Cups with the lovebirds energy. Consciously overall, like you're in the 10 of Cups with the lovebirds energy. The stuff going below the surface is that you've been cut in the past. And there's a certain amount of reconciling that, especially if you're not even maybe consciously aware that you're withholding passion as a weapon that hurts your person because you were hurt in the past, that it's subconscious. Understand what you're creating if you allow that monkey mind or that shadow to linger on your back. You've got to reconcile it and know that you're the only one. You are the king to the queen. This is a divine couple, right? A pairing that's meant to be. The king and queen of cups. They're meant to be. Don't disclude yourself. Don't disclude yourself or withhold your energy, not from being a part of the bigger picture and not from your person. Allow yourself to rejoice in the fact that you're the only one, right? And to let that energy like full-blown flow. You're with your king of cups, you know what I mean? Let any past fears or past shadows go. Piscean energy. He might have had strong Piscean energy in his chart, which is why he was indecisive for as long as he was and was stuck there for as long as he was. I don't think they intended for you to take the hurt personal, because you are the queen to them as the king. Allow that Knight of Wands to flip, right? Allow that Knight of Wands to flip and the return of passion and chemistry. so that the Queen of Pentacles doesn't turn into the woman on the Five of Pentacles. Being afraid that she's going to lose her creation, that she's trying to protect it and make sure it's solid first. Like, you don't have to protect it and make sure it's solid first. It's already divinely protected and it's already solid. You don't have to do that, right? What's the guidance, please, Spirit? $21 and 8. $21 is Galactic Portal. Keywords are cosmos, transcendence, extraterrestrial, deep understanding, clairsentience, knowing, belief, and art. Some people believe that there are things beyond our human comprehension. What do you believe? We may not have the words to describe what we know, but it doesn't mean we don't know it. Tapping into our deep understanding to trust what our heart tells us to be true, even without physical proof. Begin the work of trust by channeling through and giving expression to the impressions you experience through any modality you choose. This card is asking you to trust your inner universal knowing, not your fear, anger, ignorance, or confusion. Take a deep breath and ask yourself what is true in the current situation. This past fear, you've got to let that go and trust the deep inner knowing that you are the Queen to the King, that you are the Divine Empress, that you are the only one. You've got to trust that inner knowing, even if you don't have physical proof all the time, right? You can't let that cut reopen. You can't let that cut reopen. Trust, trust, trust your deep inner knowing. Really allow that passion to come back to the fore. Card number 8. Autumn. Card number 8 is Autumn. All right. It says, keywords are enjoyment, restoration, completion, wisdom, experience, gratitude, and contentment. The autumn portion of the yearly cycle invites you to put down the hammer and nail, relax for a minute, and enjoy what you've built. It's a time to harvest gratitude for yourself and others, and to revel in your accomplishments. No need to put any focus on strategizing for the cycle to come. Just be present in all you have and find contentment. Allowing yourself to settle and surrender to doing nothing more is a learned skill. This card is a friendly reminder that being content with what you have doesn't mean you won't have more. It's the time to embrace the fullness of what you've created so that you may generate more from your new standard of wholeness. The Four of Pentacles is control, right? This is about controlling with a withholding from passion because there's more work you feel needs to do or be proven. And it's because of whatever this wound is in the mind. And you've got to surrender and let it go and fully embrace that you have built and accomplished so much that you can simply revel in all of it. Revel in the fact that you're the Queen to the King. Revel in the fact that you are the Empress. Revel in the fact that you don't have to go back to feeling alone or feeling like you don't belong in this life with all that you have accomplished, that you would subconsciously revert yourself back to an old version or old situation. Like there's no sense in planting seeds in the fall. There's no need to try and control next year's harvest. You know what I mean? Like right now, you are reaping the rewards and fully enjoying all of the work that you've done. Do that. Put the hammer and nail down. You know what I mean? Like, stop trying for whatever it is you're seeking, right? You've got the 10 of Cups. Don't hold back parts of yourself. Don't hold back parts of your love or how you express it. Especially if it's physically, right? The chemistry. Don't withhold. I'm hearing that super clear. Like, don't withhold passion. Enjoy it. Enjoy everything that you've manifested. The king and queen are present. Enjoy it fully. Allow the king to enjoy it fully. It took him a long time to get here. Make it worth it. Keep it worth it. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Rainbows, like you're in the after the storm energy. You know what I mean? Enjoy the beautiful visual of the fact that the rainbow is here. Don't anticipate or worry about the next storm kind of thing. You know what I mean? Revel in the rainbow. Let all of your chakras align, like Kundalini awakening. You know what I mean? Like Kundalini energy, the lighting of all the chakras, like you can do that through physical encounters with someone else, right? That chemistry that gets lit. Let the Kundalini energy fucking go. Let it soar, let it open all your fucking chakras. Allow yourself to take what you have and create more bliss, right? Truly. All right. Abrakadabra. Secret code name, Abrakadabra. Here we go. Spirit, please. Secret code name, Abrakadabra, and those who have resonate to it and be drawn to its message. What is the beauty in where they are? The beauty in where they're going. And the beautiful bridge that's helping them get there. Secret code name, Abrakadabra. What's the beauty in where they are? What's the beauty in where they are? King of Swords. What's the beauty in where they're going? What's the beauty in where they're going?
Queen of Pentacles and Six of Cups. In the bridge, the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck is the Moon. Top of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. Being pinged to the Wren, W-R-E-N, as a spirit animal. Where you are is the King of Swords. This is a mastery of the mind. A mastery of the perspective. Seeing things from the divine's point of view. Knowing, because I'm getting this feeling with this card, if you could see what I'm looking at, how there's this stripe of color through the design. It's almost like that feeling when you visualize that white light shining through the crown chakra and through your body and out your feet. It's like feeling that divine connection energy where you're thinking and perceiving and receiving source energy, source perspective, higher perspective. You're not seeing a result right now with the Seven of Wands. I mean, the Seven of Pentacles. And I said Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about defending the self. You might be defending something that you're creating because this bird here has a little piece of like twig or grass in their beak, like they're building a nest. They're building a nest. And the Seven of Pentacles is about something not being completed or the result not being seen yet, right? It's not manifested yet. So they're working on building this nest that's not complete yet. Moon energy. We have the wolf and the dog on this card, or the jackal and the dog with the lobster. The Ten of Pentacles underneath also deals with the home. Ten of Wands is under that. The burden and the lovers is under that. There's some kind of childhood wounding surrounding stability in the home. Feeling the burden of the home. Especially maybe when it pertains to lovers. Right? And healing, feeling alone, needing to transform, getting into that overflow energy. You know, I'm noticing that the jackal or the wolf looks rather impatient. Almost like he's growling at something off in the distance. And yet the dog, right, this element that's loyal, is just very much sitting relaxed. Also looking in that direction, like they're both seeing it. But one is growling and one is very relaxed and calmed and doesn't feel threatened. Right? I think this is where you choose like that folk tale of feeding the two wolves, right? That Native American tale of which wolf do you feed? Love or fear? If you find yourself in the jackal or that wolf's energy, you're going to be super protective of where you are. You're going to growl. You're going to tempt conflict where there might not have been any. Or ruin a good opportunity with something out there just because you don't. Sorry about that. My alarm went off. I put it on Do Not Disturb after the last interruption and I had an alarm go off. My bad. I was saying, or you might be like tempting a conflict with something that may have benefited you in the long run. You know what I mean? Just because you were trying to scare it off, just because of your own lack of understanding of what it is. Like the dog is sitting very relaxed and just kind of looking and observing. They're not jumping up, they're not growling at it, they're not tempting a conflict, but they're aware, right? But they're aware of whatever its presence is. I think you're aware of whatever the triggers are, right? But it's almost like looking at what can be gained from the trigger versus what can be lost with the trigger. Whatever the trigger is coming up from your childhood wounding, especially regarding Piscean or Cancerian energy, because I tend to read the moon a lot as a Cancer card, even though it's a Piscean card. So you could be dealing with Cancer moon, you could be dealing with Piscean moon, you could be dealing with just strong Piscean and Cancerian aspects in your chart that are bringing up this wounding. I think if you listen to your intuition, your gut, the one that knows whatever this trigger is not an actual threat, I think you'll find yourself in the Mother of Creation energy with the Queen of Pentacles, alongside a very sacred soul connection with the Six of Cups, someone very deeply connected to you in soul. How you respond to the trigger is your magic. See from the perspective of Source why it's so important that these triggers are coming up. Definitely look up the Wren, because I'm feeling that vibration with this card too. It's almost like the Wren is on the shoulder. It's crystallized or crystalline. You can't see the result yet. You might not even be aware of just how much more effort you're going to put into it, or how much more effort or steps there are that Spirit would have you take, which is okay, because at the end of the day, the nest is going to be built. Multiple flowers in these cards continuing forward. The High Priestess is holding Japanese chrysanthemums, and so is the Queen of Pentacles. She's even got them tattooed on her arm. Cherry blossoms. And maybe significant synchronicities for you. Quite possibly also Oriental lilies. Like you and potentially you and another maybe focused on saving something that's quote unquote dying or withering. And you don't need to focus on trying to revive it so much as you need to focus on the use of it now that it's withered. Because the Six of Cups here, the two lemurs, there's flowers around them, but the ones that the lemur's holding in its hands are wilted. And they're looking at each other like, what do we do? The flowers are dying, right? It's like, what do we do?
And this Queen of Pentacles is like protecting the creation, right? Holding the rabbit and looking up to the sky, right? Looking up to the divine, like trying to protect the creation. But what they're failing to see is that the withered flowers become what the wren uses to make its nest. It doesn't use fresh flowers. It's using what's withered. It's using what's dry. Something that ends can create something new that gives life, right? Because the nest is intrinsically where a bird lays its eggs and gives life. Don't panic. Don't panic as something withers or is withering. Especially if the two here, the jackal and the dog, are like the lemurs. That you would both have wounds when it comes to the moon. Maybe one's reaction to things falling apart is to get angry or snarl like it's falling apart, and the other one's not so worried. Be aware. Just be aware of your moon energy and how to best use it, right? Because Piscean moon, if that just so happens to be your placement, you have strong Pisces in your chart, the element of Pisces that you can tune into to focus on, right? Because the light of the moon, whenever the moon is in a sign, especially if it's a full moon, right? Because we definitely have a full moon here on the card. To focus on the light of a moon sign, it's taking that sign's best quality and truly putting full focus on it. And when it comes to Piscean energy, it's focusing on spirituality and the soul and the divine. That there's no such thing as coincidences, that you stay in your highest alignment, your best vibration, that you wouldn't sway and dip into lower energies, that you would trust spirit, you know, that there's a reason for everything, even if you don't know what it is. Right? Faith and trust and faith. And Cancerian moon is about nurturing the self and nurturing what is around you. Consideration and caring. So if someone is having a conniption, it would behoove the person who nurtures to remind them, like, hey, it's okay. Like, you can't save them all. Right? Maybe we planted annuals thinking we planted perennials, right? Maybe the weather just is what it is and the flowers couldn't hold up. There's a reason why. We don't know what it is. That's fine, but there's got to be a reason. Take care of that person. You know, don't freak out with them, because then I feel like you're going to be moving ahead blind, causing much more ruckus or commotion than necessary. I think the divine is working some magic, and you just have no clue what its purpose is yet. The divine is working some magic, right? Secret code name Abrakadabra, right? Abrakadabra, Alakazam. It's like spirit didn't finish saying the recitation yet. Like, it's Abracadabra, Alakazam. That's the magic words. Abracadabra, Alakazam. But we've only got Alakadabra. Spirit hasn't finished reciting the whole ta-da! It's like freaking out because Abracadabra was said and only half of it's manifested, and you don't understand why, and it's because Alakazam hasn't hit yet. You don't see yet all of the magic yet. What's the guidance, please, Spirit? This is something that's you'll better understand come the next new moon, right? The next 2 to 4 weeks by the time this cycle's done. I feel like you or another are worrying for nothing. Everything is not what it seems. What is the guidance? Card number 38. Card number 38. Release. Card number 38 is release. All right. So here we go. Keywords are completion, neutrality, shift, alter, boundary, void, and receive. If you're going to do something at all, you might as well do it right the first time. Definitely a philosophy we've all heard once or twice. There is nothing truer than when making efforts to let go of something you no longer need or want in your life. The idea of release is less about getting rid of something and more about changing your relationship to it. It's true. We release physical things, but unless we change our relationship to them, we'll draw them back in another form. Letting go, then, is akin to refocusing your energy in another direction. To be able to do that, you'll need the information and understanding required to complete the process of release. Comprehending why you had something in the first place, honoring its memory and grieving its loss, and finally adjusting your attention to something that better serves your current needs. It's like letting go of the idea of the flower, being in bloom and supposed to be beautiful and full of life, and realizing that they're perfect for the nest. Releasing the way you perceive it. Releasing your attachment to the flower as something that's supposed to be beautiful and inside of a pot, and turning it into the nest. Allowing it to take on a new purpose. Changing your relationship to it. Why did you have it in the first place? Honor its memory. And then adjust your attention to something better serving your needs. Let go of something you no longer need or want in your life. If you're gonna do something right, do it right the first time. Especially in regards to a home. If you're looking to get a home or move, or maybe you're becoming a homeowner for the first time, do it right the first time. Do it right the first time. If something withers and it's not going to serve you, if it's not holding up to the beautiful life that you thought it was, right? This beautiful flower that you thought it was, if it's not holding up and it starts to wither, it's because this whole experience is going to be a part of building the nest elsewhere. Like, do it right the first time. Spirit said abracadabra. It hasn't finished with Kazam. Just know that. Don't be upset, right? Don't be upset if something is falling to the side or losing steam or whatever, right? This is healing childhood wounds of feeling like you can't be stable or have a home, and feeling the burden of choices that would lead to being alone. It's healing that. That's the trigger, right? It's triggering feelings of not being able to create stability, not being able to create a solid foundation. It's triggering feelings of wandering and being alone, feeling like the burden is all on your shoulders. That's what it's triggering. And you can either get upset at it, or you can know that it's just a trigger and that it's going to pass, because you know that you deserve stability or the dream, whatever it is, that you can do it right the first time. It's okay. If you're not, like, if you were planning on moving somewhere else, like, and it doesn't work out, it's because it's supposed to work out somewhere else. Don't freak out like it's never going to happen or it's never going to come your way just because it's not working out this particular way. It's supposed to work out a different, better way. You're only going to feel more at home once you get there. Especially because this trigger will have been healed. That trigger will have been healed. That wounding, right, will have been addressed. I hope that helps. I hope this helps. Secret code name Abrakadabra. Be prepared for Alakazam. Spirit's got it coming. Spirit's got it coming. And don't forget to look up Ren Animal Spirit Medicine. So, until next time, guys, I hope you did enjoy all of the secret code names. I hope that they helped you in every which way, shape, and form that they could. And I look forward to the Twin Flame event, the Twin Flame secret code name event that we are doing on the 18th. I hope to see you guys there for that. If you want in on the one following it, because the one on the 18th is sold out, but if you want in on the Twin Flame event following it, let me know, because I believe I have just 2 slots left. So reach out to me on Facebook, right? You can reach out to me on Facebook through Divine Rebel Readings, the business page. You could reach out to me via MeWe chat, and you can reach out to me via email, okay? If you want in on that event, don't miss it. Until next time, guys, I love you all. This is Divine Rebel Racey signing out. My love to you always. Love each other. Love yourselves. Bye, everyone.